Hi, it's Will.
And Derek with Tabletop Generals. Tonight we're going to talk about Leviathan. This is a game from Catalyst Labs. It is steampunk airship combat minis.
And we heard about this a while back, and we're big steampunk fans here at Tabletop Generals. I am a huge naval buff, and this is about the coolest thing in the universe, as far as I'm concerned right now. Airships, not zeppelins, but actual battleships. According to the game fluff, in 1878, the Polish genius Ręczowski isolated an electrical fluid with remarkable lifting capabilities. The technological result was giant flying battleships.
And look at the artwork on that is just beautiful, though. I mean, that's one of the things I got to give props to Catalyst Labs, the maker of this. No matter what system it is, no matter what genre it is, the artwork always captures the feeling of it really well. And the artwork on the cover of that alone speaks for it, but they sent quite a bit of fluff. I mean, look at that right there.
That unfolds into a big full-size poster, and it's a recognition poster, and it's got beautiful full-color paintings of each of the different ships that come in the box.
I think it's going to find its way onto our wall pretty soon.
Yeah, it'll probably be behind us pretty soon in future videos. You mentioned fluff. Some people like fluff, some people like crunch. And for those of you who don't know, the crunch is the actual rules, the rolling of the dice, the mechanics. The fluff is the setting for a game. This is a board game. As you can see here, we've got a board, we've got minis. Theoretically, you could just start with the rule book and the minis and the board and the dice and play and not really know what you're playing or why that these ships are not on the ocean but they're flying. And if you're crunch minded, that's fine. You just want to play and play to win, and that's totally cool. If you like getting into the feel of the game, Catalyst has done a terrific job. Let's look at the fluff. Okay, we looked at the poster. Let's go ahead and unfold this just so people can get an idea. You know, grab this side of it. So we've got, let's see, we've got, what is that?
6 pictures for each side, the British and the French, I believe.
Yeah, so it's 12 pictures, and it's got just this sort of cutaway of the inside workings of one of the airships. So there's no game point to this other than it's awesome, and that's point enough. Other fluff.
They've got the 2 little
novellas. Yeah, it's
2 short stories here. One is from the French point of view, going up against the British. That would be He Who Merits It. And on the other side is Monsters in the Sky, which is from the Japanese point of view, going up against the British.
And I read the French versus the British one last night when this came in the mail, and I couldn't wait until everybody else showed up and opened it. And it's well written too. I mean, as you can see behind us, we read a lot at Tabletop Generals, and you know, it would be really neat to see a full-length novel taking place in this scenario, in this setting. More fluff. The World Primer. Okay, the discovery of the lifting electrical fluid revolutionized military and all forms of transport, because suddenly, you know, offhand, how much would you... Let's just call it 800-ton cruiser.
Actually,
oh yeah, that's true. More fluff. Stats. Okay. Well, however much a battleship weighs, and this is a destroyer, weighs 714 tons. So I was actually a cruiser's not. I was kind of close on my wild guess. Yeah. But you know, that's displacement weight, and the way it works in the ocean is that's the amount of water displaced by the Archimedes principle when the boat rests in the water. That's how you measure how much a ship weighs. So instead of having these 714-ton destroyer sitting in the water, this is now a 714-ton flying, armed, armored monstrosity. And that's a destroyer, so that's a small one. This is one of the minis of a destroyer right there. And then you have, these are recognition cards, by the way. This is more fluff. It's got a picture of La Gloire. Excuse me if I'm mispronouncing it. My French is not that great on there. So there's a beautiful picture of it on the front. And on the back is a ship history and then the vital statistics for the ship that serve no game purpose. It doesn't have dice mechanics. It doesn't have movement, hexes, anything on it. It's just a cool thing that comes with the game. World Primer. This is sort of like an Encyclopedia Britannica of the world of Leviathans. So it's got a timeline. It's got the various historical events with the alternative history twist on them, like the Second Boer War. The various descriptions of ships. Looks like action reports. Here's Kriegspiel in the Sky, which is the German Navy. Just cool stuff. Rank tables for different, admiral, captain, etc. in the appropriate language. Once again, pure fluff. I love it because you're sitting here and you don't have somebody to play. Derek's not here tonight, and so I'm by myself and. I really want to play Leviathans, but I can't play Leviathans because he's off playing Hackmaster or something with David and Josh, and so I'm all by my lonesome. And so I can be here reading about Leviathans even if I'm not playing it. What else do we got? We got...
the novellas, this...
okay, that's
just available.
Yeah, that's a little coming soon thing that came in here. We talked about... Let's get down to the crunch.
Well, as far as that goes, they've got these, and I thought this was really cool for them to add into the box. They call them turn order cards. It basically gives you...
it's a reference card.
Yeah, reference card for everything you need for the turns. I think on this side over here, they've got the different ship sizes and their attack arcs for when you get into the more advanced rules and which hexes they turn on when they start turning.
And then the other side has...
the other side is going to have the turn order, initiative, firing torpedoes, how that works, the dice that you need. So I think that's really cool.
And it comes with two, so one for each player. I've seen games where it just comes with one quick reference. So that's... it's got quick start rules, just a short little booklet. Standard sort of quick start rules, and then you've got the standard rules, which is much thicker, and that goes into all the advanced rules. The actual we talked about the fluff cards that have no purpose other than being awesome. Then you've got the actual ship battle cards, which have all the statistics for your ship.
And one of the things I thought was a nice little touch here, though, they've got from the I think they call them D class all the way up to the country class for the British at least. They're all one size, and then once you get to the bigger or the biggest one they have, the actual Leviathan is almost twice as big as the card.
Yeah. So this is a D class destroyer, and then that's the Leviathan card. And let's see, hold them a little closer to the camera. You can see that the destroyer card doesn't have as much going on around the silhouette of the ship as the Leviathan does. That's because the Leviathan has a lot more hit locations, a lot more things to spit death, and a lot more places to take damage, for that matter. The cards have which color dice you roll to make certain attacks, which color dice you roll to make certain defense, stuff like that. It comes with 2 red, 2 green, 2 yellow, 2 black, and 2 blue D12s in the box for your attack and defense rolls. It comes with a pair of D6s. And we haven't learned the system yet. This is our initial unboxing.
The line of sight rope. I thought that was...
Is that what this is for?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you figured out what it's for.
You put it... yeah.
One of the things from our brief walkthrough is, let's take a couple of minis. Okay, this is a destroyer. and then this is a, well, this is a British and a French. Let me get two of the same nation here. If you, from your point of view, were firing a torpedo at this big Leviathan, according to the rules, you can have a destroyer as a screening vessel, or any vessel in front of another vessel can be screening it. So you would run your line of sight string from the appropriate location on the shooting ship to where you want to hit on the larger ship, and if it is interrupted by your screening vessel, well, the screening vessel, that's rough on the screening vessel, but that's the entire point of screening. It's an actual naval tactic, which is really cool. From our little brief read through, a lot of tactics, naval tactics, seem to be incorporated into this. But of course, it's air combat. Naval combat takes place on a one-dimensional plane, the ocean. Sometimes you have to shoot over an island or over another ship to hit a ship. In the air, you are in a three-dimensional plane. So, let me see if I can get this lined up. You will notice that these two ships are not on the same level. The stands that they come on can be adjusted to raise and lower the height of your ship, which is a movement action. And so that affects various things like torpedo effects, ranging. I'm assuming that the higher you get, the better advantages you're going to have in certain actions, and you know, it's just cool. It's also cool because it adds a really three-dimensional flair to the board.
I can't wait to honestly get into that, but I think that's going to be in the commander's box. When they do a lot more of the optional rules, they're going to have the fog of war. They're going to have wind speed and direction.
Yeah.
So I mean, this already the rules that are going to come. This is standard rules and everything. Give you more than enough playability, more than enough just fun that it's going to have in this. And then the commander's box, which is already coming out, is going to expand on that. And then they're talking about the engineer's box, which will allow you to customize your ships and give you point value costs. So if you want to, you can like upgrade the missiles or the turrets or whatever. The expansions for this that they have planned is just going to be amazing.
Right now, what's out is the core set, which comes with the board. These ships pictured here, which is 8 ships, 2 of each class per side. Wait, 1, 2, 3.
Each
4,
one
5,
has
6,
the
7.
largest
Yeah.
side, and then each one has the next size down,
and
then
two
of the
small ships. It's got various tokens: torpedo target, torpedo launch, and then defensive and offensive screening tokens. It comes with the dice, all the awesome fluff. This is retailing on TableTopGenerals.com for $95 right now plus shipping. There are expansions that should be coming soon to our website. There's a British and a French fleet expansion. From all the fluff, I bet we can expect German, Japanese, Russian, Spanish, Italian, and American fleets coming soon. We'll be playing this soon, and it's so cool. For 2 seconds, I want to talk about the minis. Okay. I'm a big naval history guy. I love it. The French ships, which we determined were the
light gray.
Light gray? Are you sure?
Yeah, because they've got the slope.
Let me.
You've
No,
got
they do. I have the stack cards. Okay. Here is Laguerre is a Grenouille class, and no, the turrets are different.
Smokestacks.
Smokestacks are different. That's 4 and that's 3. Well, anyway. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes. Here we go. The Laguerre, or the Glory. I don't know if you can see, but the armor slopes up towards the deck. In a dreadnought, a French dreadnought around the turn of the century, a water-going dreadnought, that's how their armor was. It's a little tiny detail, but it's historically accurate. The British on their smaller ships, it doesn't slope up, and that's also historically accurate as far as other than the fact that these fly, which is a small point. They have rams. They have rules for ramming. The minis are awesome. They're pre-painted, so they have articulated turrets. They come with little flags that we didn't have time to put on before we got excited and started to shoot this video. I can see where you could do a little supplemental painting on here, but it's completely optional because they look fine now. It's not necessary, but if you're a big detail guy like me, I might do some weathering effects and some other, maybe a little cotton painted gray coming out of the smokestacks. But yeah, Leviathans by Catalyst Labs. It's on our website, TableTopGenerals.com. Check it out. It's cool.
Happy gaming.